As you may have just seen on the JetNation.com Twitter page, X page, that escalated quickly. And boy, did it. I'm Glenn Naughton with JetNation.com. Be sure to log into JetNation.com where you can register and become a part of what is the most active Jets message board on the web. So, just like that, a couple of hours ago, it was announced that Duane Brown, Jets starting left tackle, would not be playing tomorrow, would downgrade it to out. This after missing several practices this week, but the team saying they were quite confident he would be ready to go. Brown ruled out. And then, not long after that, it's announced Brown is going to IR. He's going to be missing at least the next 4 games. Now, now you need a left tackle, like a left tackle. And the only one you have on the roster is Mekhi Becton. So Jets fans had better be hoping that it was a little bit of gamesmanship, a little bit of Robert Saleh taking a page out of Bill Belichick's playbook with the misleading, not so clear answers. Saleh was asked the other day about the contingency plans. If Becton or if Brown wasn't able to go, would Becton play left tackle? And Saleh said it wouldn't be fair to move guys around. Please, you do what you got to do to win. Can't move guys around. You're going to take Zach Wilson. I mean, not only are you trying to win football games, you're trying to determine whether or not you have a quarterback in Zach Wilson. And you certainly can't do it the way things went last week with a 70% pressure rate. And you're not going to be able to do it this week if the weather is as bad as they say, because it could be a heavy, heavy, heavy run game with very limited passing because of the wind. Although they seem to have dialed back the projection on how windy it's going to be, they're still saying 20 some miles an hour at times. So you're not going to have good conditions to throw the ball. And when you do throw the ball, are you going to have Billy Turner or Max Mitchell at left tackle? Like, plug one of those guys in on the right side. Maybe you live with it a little bit. I mean, listen, the tackle positions are almost becoming interchangeable in terms of value because of the fact that teams move rushers all over the place now. But the left side is still that blind side. So it still has that little bit more value, that little bit more importance. So Mekhi Becton needs to be playing left tackle tomorrow. If Mekhi Becton isn't playing left tackle tomorrow, it's another move by this team where you just look at it and go, how serious are they about winning? You have a guy who is very clearly, very obviously the best left tackle on your roster. The only reason he's not playing left tackle is because you have an $11 million a year player who only plays left tackle. So you live with it. Fine. Okay. Becton plays the right side this year. Next year you decide that next year. But if Brown is out, especially again, out minimum 4 weeks, he's 38 years old, folks. Remember when Mekhi Becton missed the year and they told us it was going to be a couple weeks? So you never know with this stuff. That 2 days ago, yesterday, the Jets said, "Oh, yeah, Dwayne's missed practice, but we're confident he's going to play." So they were confident they've gone from confident he's going to play to 24, 36 hours later, he's out for 4 weeks. This could be well beyond 4 weeks. Obviously we'll take it. We'll wait till the end of 4 weeks and see from there. But as it stands right now, the Jets left tackle situation is one where the guy they had starting is out for we'll see how long, and you've got a guy in Mekhi Becton who is clearly the better player, the better tackle, should be playing there. Hopefully, will be playing there tomorrow. Of course, you would like to have him and AVT side by side because those are your two best linemen who can do the most damage in the run game, which is what you expect the Jets to do a lot of tomorrow because of the fact that again, it's going to be muddy, windy, bad conditions, and you're down a left tackle. You've got a left guard who hasn't been that great. And McGovern at center, I'm not worried about. Yes, he got smoked last week, but he's been more consistent than any of the other guys who we're talking about who played poorly last week. So the Jets have some thinking to do. I mean, I would imagine they've already thought this through. Again, Saleh said there were contingency plans, which obviously there would be. But he also said Becton wouldn't play left tackle as part of the plan. I'm not sure that's the case. So we'll see. And they brought back Cedric Ogbuehi the other day. So he's another option to play the right side. He played there for the Jets last year. So we're gonna have to wait and see till kickoff, I would imagine. I mean, we might see tonight if he gets elevated and if he's the starter at right tackle. I'd be surprised if he was because you have the other guys. I mean, they're on the roster, but Ogbuehi could be a valuable depth piece because he has played for this. Well, again, not the system, new head coach, but the team is familiar with him. They know what he can do. So we'll see what happens with him. We'll see what happens with Becton. But I'll tell you what, if with Duane Brown out, if Billy Turner is playing left tackle tomorrow and Zach Wilson is getting blown up or pursued consistently from the blind side, that's on this team. I mean, listen, Don't make this harder than it has to be. You have a very good left tackle on your roster who's playing out of position. Without your left tackle, put your high quality left tackle, Mekhi Becton, where he belongs. Put him on the left side. I think that's what we're going to see. I think Salah was bluffing. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, it's God help Zach Wilson. Again, we'll see how it goes. Conditions, personnel changes now, crazy weather. Who knows who wins this one? I said on our show last night, I think if it comes down to the ground game because of the weather, I think the Jets win. If the weather is just good enough to throw the ball a little bit, I think the Pats win. So we'll see. Hopefully some mud. Hopefully it's sloppy, and hopefully the Jets running backs can take advantage of that. Get Izzy Abanikanda active. The Jets need to have as many backs active as possible this week because of the conditions. Run it a lot. I don't know how much you want to run Brees Hall's knee if the field is garbage. Again, it's not the old days where you're playing in mud, but the conditions sound like they won't be great anyway. That'll do it for this one. We will see what happens. Kickoff tomorrow. Have a good one, Jets fans.